Okay, great. Thanks everyone. And I hope people who are still coming, please take a seat. And hope everyone had a great session in the morning. So now I'm going to give a keynote talking about towards building safe and secure agentic AI. And as I introduced myself earlier already, I'm a professor in computer science at UC Berkeley and also the faculty co-director of the Center Berkeley RDI. Okay, great. So we are all really excited about the fast advancements in frontier AI. And this year has been called the Year of Agents. So at the same time of this exciting advancement, on the other hand, we also need to pay attention to the potential different types of risks. So in our recent International AI Safety Report, led by Yashua Banjo and written by around 100 scholars from 30 countries, we list out a broad spectrum of different types of AI risks. And also I want to stress that in particular, as we deploy AI, it's important to pay attention to consider AI in the presence of attackers for a number of reasons. So first, attacker always follows the footsteps of AI advancement. Does this work? Can we change this one? Always follows the footsteps of technology development, or sometimes even leads it. And also the stake is even higher with AI. As AI controls more and more of the system, attackers will have higher and higher incentives to compromise these systems. And also as AI becomes more and more capable, the consequence of misuse AI by attackers will also become more and more severe. And hence, it's really important for us to consider agentic AI in the adversary setting. So the goal is to build safe and secure agentic AI. And largely, the problem falls into two main categories that I will briefly overview in this talk. The first one is how we actually build secure agentic AI that can protect the agentic AI systems from different types of attacks. And the second one is mitigating misuse of AI by attackers. And in particular, here I will focus on one particular domain, which is cybersecurity. So I will talk about the misuse, mitigating misuse of AI, in particular, impact of frontier AI on the landscape of cybersecurity. So first, I will talk about how we can build a secure agentic AI and protect agentic AI from different types of attacks. So agentic AI systems can be fairly complex. The agents is guided by the LM and can interact with the environment to perceive the environment and to do planning and plan for actions and so on, and then take actions in the environment. And agent safety and security is a very complex topic. So first, already itself actually has a lot of safety and security issues. And these safety and security issues get even more further amplified in the agentic setting. So in this talk, given the interest of time, I actually won't have time to talk about at the LM level the safety and security issues. I welcome you to watch my keynote at iClear this year, which focuses on LM safety and security issues at the model level. And in this talk, I will focus more on the safety and security issues for LM agents, the overall agentic AI systems. So when we talk about LM agents, it's actually not just one thing. Actually, LM agents has a very broad design spectrum. For example, all the way ranging from simple chatbots, static workflow, and also fully dynamic workflows and control flows. And also, actually, there are many different dimensions for this overall complex agent design space, all the way including the degree of flexibility in workflow, in input space, action space, tools they use, how they handle memories, the degree of autonomy, and user interface, and so on. And the one thing I want to note is that as we increase the agent flexibility, this will also, unfortunately, increase attack surfaces. As the agent can use more diverse tools, and they have full autonomy and so on, so naturally this actually increases the risks for the agentic AI systems. And also, there are many different attack vectors under different threat models. depending on whether the attacker has access to the agents or has what type of access to the agent's internal and so on. And also the agent's internal systems as well as the environments, they also present different types of vulnerabilities and security risks to make the whole agentic AI security issues even more complex. And when we talk about agent security, there are a number of different goals, including confidentiality, integrity, availability, and also in the agentic setting, we also have a new goal, which is contextual integrity, to ensure that the agentic AI systems, for example, to use and so on, are aligned with users' intent and in that particular context. And these security goals can be challenging due to the different types of risks that I listed earlier. To actually achieve these goals. So in order to actually achieve these security goals, to build secure agentic AI systems, we need to develop new solutions. So here I'll briefly mention two categories. One is how do we actually do a systematic evaluation and risk assessment in agentic AI, and the other one is how do we actually develop then effective defenses for agentic AI. So the first one I'll briefly talk about is developing systematic evaluation and risk assessment in agentic AI. Given what I mentioned earlier, agentic AI has very complex risk surfaces and attack surfaces. We need to develop new technologies to evaluate the agentic AI systems for these different types of risks. So here I just briefly mentioned some of the recent work in my group and with the collaborators. So this is one example, Agent Poison, which actually develops a new framework to essentially evaluate, in particular, the risks in agentic AI systems with the poisoning actually in the rack system, putting backdoors in the rack system. And this is another example, developing risk assessment, in particular for coding agents for the different types of safety and security risks. And this is our recent work on Agent Visual, which provides an end-to-end red teaming framework and solution for black box AI agents security evaluation. And in particular here, we develop a full black box evaluation framework that uses LM-based solution for black box optimization and smart fuzzing to automatically generate different types of attack inputs that can be injected in the environments that the agents operate in, and using this approach to evaluate how agents may behave under these different types of malicious environments and evaluate their security risks. And here's an example of a demonstration of a real-world web agent where using the Agent Visual system, we automatically generate attacks that can be injected, for example, in online review websites. When the agents actually navigate to these online review websites, reading these maliciously crafted reviews, this can cause prompt injection in the web agents and causing the web agents to actually then visit malicious websites and then later on download, for example, malware and so on. So these are a few examples illustrating how we can actually develop different types of evaluation and risk assessment methods for this agentic AI system evaluation. However, overall, actually, doing agent evaluation and risk assessment is very challenging for a number of reasons. So first, it lacks standardization, and also there is a limited openness to do more open, essentially have an open ecosystem for the community to work together on this evaluation, and also this low reproducibility and so on. So for example, a lot of the recent papers actually it's difficult for others to reproduce the results and so on. So to address these issues, I wanted to briefly mention that we actually have right. So we are launching a new platform, open platform called AgentBeats. It's an open platform for agent evaluation and risk assessment that's designed to address the challenges that I just mentioned. AgentBeats provides a standardization for essentially different developers building agents, building their own agents, their own environments, and so on, to all actually easily get connected in this open platform, AgentBeats platform, and using the current widely adopted open standards such as A2A, MCP, and so on, and provides a unified SDK for all these to connect together. And also provides openness, where the community can contribute public agents, benchmarks, and hosted environments, and so on. And also this allows full reproducibility. When the evaluation is done, everything gets logged, gets traced. So this also enables essentially automatic tracing, multi-level trace logging, and so on. And also the platform is designed to be easy to use. So it's very easy for developers to actually save the developer a lot of time to actually build agents or environments to connect into the system. And we already have a number of a very rich integration already, including different types of web encoding agents environments, and also different types of attack agents, including prompt injection, jailbreak, and so on. And AgentBeats supports broad different types of use cases. You can use AgentBeats to run agents on popular benchmark for evaluation. You can actually compete, rank your agents on public or private challenges. And you can contribute by developing new benchmarks, environments, and agents to connect it to this open ecosystem and collaborate with others to improve your agents, and so on. And AgentBeats supports many different types of scenarios, including single agents and also multi-agents in many different settings. So the goal is, and also the hope for developers, that this will be very easy for developers to use, to set up your agents, and then to run and evaluate the different settings. And you can launch competitions very easily as well. So we welcome you to go to agentbeats.org. You can sign up there and stay tuned, and also to help contribute. So that's for evaluation and risk assessment. And for defense, agentic AI defense, I would say, is a huge open challenge currently, given all the complex risk issues that I mentioned earlier. So first, for agentic AI defense, we need to have, we strongly recommend a set of principles, including defense in depth, least privilege and privilege separation, and also safe by design and secure by design, and ideally to provide privilege secure solutions for agentic AI systems. And given the interest of time, I won't be able to go into all the different types of defenses that we need to actually develop and adopt in agentic AI defense. Overall here, so I list at a high level, essentially we need to develop different type of runtime protection, also different secure design methodologies. We need to have a stronger, develop better access control, and also hardening at different levels of the systems. So again, given the interest of time, I won't be able to go into the details here. So we have an overview paper that's coming out soon that actually goes into detail on this. And here I just want to briefly mention as one example of some of our recent work on, this is an example of Project, which is a programmable privilege control and guardrail solution for LLM agents that can automatically actually generate security policies to help protect agents in different settings. And also I wanted to mention that we have another session specifically for safe and secure agentic AI in the frontier stage in the afternoon as well, and I welcome everyone to check out more there also. And right, so this is the first part on building secure agentic AI. So I want to now quickly go into the second part about mitigating misuse, in particular in the landscape of cybersecurity. So as I mentioned earlier, with agentic AI, there's a broad spectrum of different types of risks that we need to pay attention to. But in particular, I do strongly believe that cybersecurity will be one of the biggest AI risk domains. Attackers have diverse incentives for attacks, and we're already seeing today huge damages from attacks, and increased AI capabilities, in particular in reasoning and coding and so on. They can significantly reduce attack costs and increase attack scale. And also today, we are already seeing that Gen AI has caused order magnitude increase in certain types of attacks, such as social engineering and phishing attacks, and so on. So the key question here is, how will frontier AI change the landscape of cybersecurity, given that AI still use nature? So the key question here is, given that AI can help both attacker side and defender side, who will AI help more, the attacker side or the defender side? So in order to address this question, we need to do systematic investigation for the whole, across all the different stages of a cyber attack, and also looking at its defenses. So with our recent work, we have set out to explore this area to in particular investigate this question. So my group and with collaborators, we were actually the first to investigate about using deep learning for program boundary analysis and vulnerability detection many years ago. And even back then, we showed that deep learning actually can achieve state-of-the-art in certain domains, such as binary code similarity detection and vulnerability detection, and so on. And fast forward now with the LM, the AI capability is significantly stronger. So in our recent work, we also evaluated and investigated hundreds of recent papers exploring the current AI capability and impact levels in the different attack stages. So the current work, with our work, it showed that currently, except for attacking humans using phishing, social engineering attacks, and so on, the attacks, the AI capabilities on in the other attack stages are still relatively limited. But however, our recent work shows that this is changing very fast. So in two examples of our recent work, we show that actually now, today, AI agents actually can already be very powerful in cybersecurity space. So one is Bounty Bench, where we developed a benchmark from using real-world bounty tasks. So here from like 40 different actually bounty programs and so on. And our work showed that with the latest model, and even with the relatively simple agents, actually these agents now can solve these some of these real-world bounty tasks, including finding vulnerabilities and patching vulnerabilities as well. So this is in the web application domain. And our work showed that actually agents today, they can actually solve these bounty tasks equivalent of tens of thousands of dollars. So essentially, these agents can already make money by solving these bounty tasks. So that's Bounty Bench. The second one is CyberGym. This is on large scale, real-world, widely distributed open source programs in C, C++, and so on. So we developed the CyberGym benchmark with close to 200 these large-scale open source programs, which have around, the benchmark also includes around over 1,500 known real-world vulnerabilities. So the task is to see whether agents can find these known vulnerabilities, as well as actually whether the agents can find previously unknown zero-day vulnerabilities. So the work showed that actually, again, with the latest models, even relatively simple agents can actually do a lot. And they can actually solve close to 20% of these, actually find close to 20% of the previous known vulnerabilities, and also actually can find 0 days. In particular, we discovered 15 0 days, and also a number of CVEs have been issued based on these 0 days already. And the CVEs actually are attributed to CyberGym, which is nice, to these agents. So what I just showed is that AI is improving really fast with the current agents. Already they can already they have strong capabilities in cybersecurity. And in particular, on the attack side, the question is how can we actually develop better technologies to use AI to more help on the defender side. So there are a number of challenges here. So one is what we call equivalence classes. So whatever we develop in general to improve on the defense side, the same technology can be used to help the attacker side. And also there's natural asymmetry between attacks and defenses that makes it actually make AI to help more help attackers more than defenders. So for example, on the offense side, you only need to find one attack that works, but for the defender, essentially you need to fix all bugs and prevent all attacks to succeed. And in our paper, we analyze also different types of these asymmetries between attacks and defense. And given the importance of this domain, we also recently launched the what we call Frontier AI Cybersecurity Observatory that provides an open platform to have the community to come together to do continuous monitoring of the AI capabilities in cybersecurity space. And we welcome others to join this effort as well. So then one key question is then what can we really do to actually shift this balance to help AI to help defenders more than attackers? And as I mentioned earlier, some of the defense solutions, such as trying to find bugs, are also for this reactive defense where try to detect attacks once attack happens. These actually still can have AI help attackers more than defenders. What we propose here is to actually use the paradigm for proactive defense with the secure by construction, where we can use AI to actually try to build provably secure systems. So many years ago, actually quite a few years ago, my group and with collaborators, we were among the first to actually use deep learning to try to automate theorem proving. And this is a paper with Ilya from OpenAI back then. So back then, we showed that deep learning actually can help automate certain steps in theorem proving, but it was limited. But now, fast forward with the recent advancement in AI, we do strongly believe that we are hitting an inflection point where we can develop frontier AI technologies to actually help with formal mathematical reasoning and automate theorem proving. And you can check out our paper here. And then using this approach, we hope that we can develop agents. Instead of just playing games like Go, we can actually develop proof agents that can automate theorem proving for program verification. And when used in conjunction with program synthesis, we can automatically generate not just code, like today, we can actually generate provably secure code. And for more information, you can, given the interest of time, I won't go into the details, but for more information, you can check out my iClear keynote, as well as my lecture in the Agent MOOC last semester, on a 2-hour lecture on actually building safe and secure agentic AI. And also, if you are interested in participating more in the efforts for frontier AI impact in cybersecurity, you are welcome to sign up here. We'll be organizing workshops in the near future. And also, I wanted to mention that, thanks everyone for being here. So I mentioned the Agent MOOC. We so far have over 25,000 enrolled, and this fall we'll be starting the next MOOC in the series, Agentic AI. So please, you can sign up there to get more information. With that, thank you.